The biggest story of this morning, and it has to do with something I would like to call the biggest rape case of this year. Let me put it that way. Right? Okay. And it's the story of Timi Dakolo and the wife. The police has invited them to come to Abuja on Tuesday for questioning. But however, the way the whole letter, alleged letter, because I don't understand that letter, was delivered is questionable. And because of that, there was a press conference yesterday in Lagos, and Timi Dakolo and the wife addressed the press people. However, the wife did not say anything at all. And Chika, you were there to cover this whole thing, and I'm sure we have a video. While we wait for a signal to be sure if it's ready, what do you think about the press conference?
Well, I was there. So it was supposed to be 4:03, started around 4. Busola did not say, I didn't hear her voice. She didn't say anything, like zero, nada, nothing. Okay. Like even when we addressed her, because we're given, I think, 3 chances to ask them questions, the press. She didn't say anything. She was quiet. Even when we asked her, like, how are you doing? How are you feeling amongst all of this? How are you feeling? How's your mental state? How's your emotional state? Just quiet.
Right. And before you go on, let's see the video from the report of yesterday.
On the 27th of June, my wife, through her legal representative, filed a petition in police station about Mr. Biodun Fatobelo of Commonwealth Assembly for raping a minor. The petition was filed at the office of the Assistant General of Police, Alakmo Ikoyi. We had 4 meetings, over 6 hours on the police station, the day before and the day after. The IAG himself personally assigned the file and immediately asked for an expedition action to investigate the case. We decided not to publicize the fact that we had our case filed, as we believe the law would be followed through undisturbed. We have since been to the police station on several occasions on invite of the police to respond to various questions on the course of the investigation. We therefore were shocked to be invited to Abuja when no visible action was taken to interview Mr. Fatoyibo. However, we have been invited to go to Abuja to respond to query on action that are not crime, known under the Nigerian law. Mischief and falsehood are not crimes. We were not given details of the supposed case. There was no address for the police interview, and no response has been given to us on our petition that has been filed for almost a month. It is not possible that you send a tactical team to come and drop a letter. It's not possible that you send a tactical team that they normally use to whisk people out of a place to come and drop a letter. We noted that the letter was dated Thursday 18th. Why were they delivering on the letter on Saturday, plus a bus full of armed men and a car trailing with my wife, taking my wife into the estate? Why did they not deliver the letter and leave when neither myself nor my wife was present? Why did they have to step into the house and told my wife to come, that there are guys in the car and they want to speak with her? The letter made no reference to any case, no matter. It states that we are being investigated for a case of falsehood and mischief, 2 offenses that are not known like a crime in Nigeria. In the police press release yesterday, they claim a police invitation letter, a polite investigative tool used in eliciting information voluntarily from parties in aiding the police investigation. If they were just delivering a letter, the manner in which they intentionally tried to instill fear, intimidate us with guns, and insist on us coming to their boss was neither polite nor trustworthy. We received information from our lawyer, Falana and Falana, this morning that both our petition and the petition of Mr. Fatobo will be moved to Lagos. We acknowledge the efforts of the Nigerian police, that our confidence in their impartiality and professionalism and good sense in this case will not be shaken.
Welcome back. So that was a report from the press release. And Chika, you were saying something before we had to see that video quickly.
Okay, yeah. So it's the whole thing is very confusing. So he filed a petition on June 27th to the police in Ikoyi. On June 28th, his video, the interview was released via a TV platform. So it has been filed for almost a month. And
it hasn't been addressed.
It hasn't been addressed. And next thing, they're calling you for a questioning in Abuja against falsehood and mischief, which under the Nigerian law, there's no crime such as that. So we're asking, what is the law enforcement doing right now? Like, why are there's so many loopholes in the story? There's so many
inconsistencies.
Yeah, there's so many runarounds. Like, somebody filed a petition, you haven't addressed it, you haven't called the accused perpetrator for an interview or for just questioning.
Or even called Timi Dakolo and the wife themselves to even speak about the petition.
Oh, okay, this is what they said, or they said this about you. Okay, come. There's nothing. But next thing, it makes no sense. And the way the letter was delivered, he said they were trailing him. There was a boss,
They're trailing his wife.
They're trailing his wife. There was a bus full of armed men, uniformed men in front of his house. And the letter was dated on Thursday.
Yeah, I think the video was all over social media.
So it's the whole thing. And at this point, I'm just saying, like, let the law enforcement agencies do their job. Let's just do the right things. Stand by the truth.
Ife?
Yeah, in as much as I agree with the whole shady way the police went about it, but I don't want us to rule out the fact that falsehood and mischief, in as much as you want to say it's not in the Nigerian law. Like, I'm gonna use Jersey. False police reports, filing false police report. We have stuff like libel. So if you have a strong case against me of being false about what I'm saying against you, it's okay for me to also file a petition. But the problem is, my petition wasn't addressed. But because somebody who is influential and powerful filed this, you're inviting me all the way to Abuja. That is very questionable. But I do not want us to rule out the fact that if they are found guilty of not being honest 100%, I'm not saying they are not being honest 100%, but if they're found guilty of not doing that, you can talk about being mischievous and how do you do it now? What you call it, like tampering with justice, tampering with the way of the law and all of that. So don't let us rule out that part. I'm not saying the way. Hold on, ladies. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that the way they went about it, the way the letter was delivered. I'm not saying armed men being in front of my house, armed men following my wife, a woman that has been traumatized already by all of this, and then she sees an unmarked vehicle. I'm not even feeling safe at the moment. People are trolling me on the internet. People are saying a lot of negative things about my family. People are saying this. Some people are saying they don't believe me. Some people are standing by me. It's enough for a woman to deal with. Then you now want to add intimidation to all of that. That is absolutely ridiculous. And which is what we've always been saying, that look, the rich and powerful in Nigeria will always try to have a way. But it is that unity, which is what I see that is going on with Timi Dakolo, because I went to the comment section where he posted the unmarked vehicle that was in front of his house, and it was like they're trying to, and the comment section, people were like, Benga the Inca the first was like one of the first people to respond to that, saying that okay, they ran the license plate and it's not registered, that he shouldn't engage until help comes. I saw Rugged Man's reply as well, saying that they've called people and that the IG and all of that. So all of this is really dodgy. All of this is really crazy at the moment, and I just hope justice to take its course at the end.
I don't agree that we can rule out the fact that mischievousness and falsehood is not. I mean, they are supposed to be law enforcement agencies. So whatever kind of letter you're trying to write or petition,
it's an investigation.
Whatever investigation you're doing has to be within the law. Why are you investigating falsehood?
So are you saying that
mischievousness when it is not?
In a case that is as serious as rape.
Have you seen
if I am being mischievous about saying that somebody raped me and I wasn't raped, and I'm being mischievous, and you can prove it against me that I'm being mischievous or false, I'm publishing false news against you, it is something that needs that is something that needs. I'm so glad you even know that word.
Defamation of character, not falsehood. So we're saying if the police is going to investigate, then they have to investigate within the bounds of the law.
And even
you cannot use the law.
There was no name.
Did you see the letter?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see the letter? Are you saying all the lawyers that have spoken since yesterday to condemn that letter? I don't know what they're saying.
The only thing in that letter is that you have been, your name was mentioned in a case under investigation.
Look.
We don't even know if the letter is from Biodun Fatoyibo. We don't know.
It's easy for us to take things out of context.
There's no context here now. There's a letter. And
look, that's what I'm saying. That because you're reading the letter, you're taking it out of context. You're feeling like, okay, this is someone who is being intimidated, which we know that is the case that is ongoing.
Going on, yeah?
Yes, he's actually being intimidated. They want to box him in a corner. And this is the very.
What are you saying about?
So what I am saying is that we also need to know that this petition, this letter that was sent to you, is for further investigation. So we don't need to
investigate what you haven't even investigated.
Oh, right now, you heard Timi Dakolo tell you himself that they have also agreed that his petition
will be treated at the same time.
And in Lagos, so justice in a way has been served. But it's not completely. No, not 100%. But I'm just telling you that at least everybody, we're all on the same page.
Let's just watch the space to see where it's going.
Yeah.